Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be trimming this asparagus fern. I was talking about mindfulness. So, first of all, what is mindfulness? Well, mindfulness is the ability to undertake meditation, undertake the ability to do everyday things with a complete sense of presence in the current moment. This is not to say that it's not about clearing the mind, because it is about clearing the mind, but it's more about sensing the moment as it truly is, rather than trying to respond to it in any particular way. So whilst I'm trimming this asparagus fern, I'm going to try and clear my mind and be able to look at the actual plant and take in how it looks, how it feels, how the space between each part of it is adding to the whole, rather than it being about what is there. It's about what won't be there once I've trimmed it. Now, asparagus fern will take some pretty aggressive trimming, so it's about finding the sections that you'd like. For me, you go right to the base and trim, and I try to remove ones that are maybe missing a top, or the side shoots are not quite the way they should be. You want to look out for these dead leaves. You can clear those out quite easily by hand. If they are attached to dead matter, you can trim that out. And don't forget that new leaves are the lighter ones, but sometimes you don't necessarily want that new growth. You want to be able to maintain the old growth and to develop it further. So I'm going to quietly trim at this whilst you can watch. I recommend you take an opportunity to practice mindfulness. Just watching, taking in the trimming. Trying not to think too hard about anything at all, really. Asparagus fern has the potential to shadow itself. It means that it spreads quite prolifically to try and get away from itself, to be able to gather light. It's best to sort of think about this as far as the central section is concerned, and try and make sure that you're choosing one angle that you want to view it from, but also consider that you want it to be, because it is a 3D object like a sculpture, it is viewed from many angles, so you want it to be leaves that face in all directions. This is the view that I'm looking for, but at the moment we've got lots of foliage that is overlapping, and we've got a lack of open space. So look, if I snip this one here, I've now opened up a gap, which helps with the aesthetic of this particular thing. So this is a mindful activity, thought out activity, but The aesthetic, when undertaken mindfully, becomes far calmer. If you wish that by enacting it in mindfulness, we impact the outcome. As you can see now, I'm just going to untangle these sections and really think about how the spacings will lie over time. Not just how they are now, but okay, if one is down here, it's going to be up here eventually. So it's a little bit like trimming bonsai from an asparagus fern. It has this ability for you to shape it and really be quite creative in its development. See here that this new growth here really impacting this beautiful piece of older growth. So by removing it, I'm helping it to spread comfortably and compactly, which is what I want, is a compact sections that arch up in an elegant way. I think I should trim that as much as I actually want from that. Now, how do I learn to trim asparagus fern? In truth, practice, but also things like aquascaping. Aquascaping gives you the opportunity to trim plants on a regular basis and shape and develop shapes in plants. A lot like trimming roses or gardening. You know, you are in essence shaping plants through the nature of trimming. And I say that my particular practice within aquascaping has been a mindful activity. And as such, that's allowed me to learn trimming techniques that help with the natural look of plants. And, you know, previously I've worked with Dutch tanks that have been much more controlled. But before that, I was doing naturescapes, understanding how to develop those different elements of natural beauty. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this short video. I will release an extra video this week based on meditation. I hope you all have enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Subscribe if you like. Until next time, enjoy.